There is so much to look at when you're out there on the water, right? Especially if you're kind of going along the Space Coast area. It's beautiful.
Sure. A lot of people see it from those big cruise ships, but there is another way. Fox 35's David Martin is live at Brightline Cruises. He is in Merritt Island this morning. Hi, David.
Hey, David.
And it is a cruise ship, ladies. Maybe a miniature one, if you will. And you can have all kinds of parties on it. We're standing on the first story of the cruise ship. As you can see, we're going down the intercoastal here in Brevard County, enjoying the views. Right now, we have the dining room set for breakfast, brunch. We'll show that to you in the next hour, what you can order up on a catering service. They have a bar here, coffee being served this morning. But I want to take you upstairs. Thank you, my good friend. I appreciate that. Because upstairs right now, well, that's where the views are. Come on up, Paolo. Let's bring our audience to our friends here. Good morning, everybody. It is time to meet Captain Mike Young, who's at the bridge. Captain Mike Young and his dog, Tag. Captain Mike, good morning to you, my friend. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Well, the weather's perfect. We got to thank Jamie King back at the Weather Center for these glorious conditions. What are you thinking this morning?
It is a very nice morning considering the weather that we had. This is calm, beautiful, be out on the water, manatees, dolphins, can't beat it.
You can't beat it. All right, so this is a cruise ship just 2 months old, essentially, in terms of services, and you're very busy on the weekends already, but we're getting the word out. You can take cruises all week long, I presume?
We absolutely can, and that would be preferable, but we have different corporate groups, and we do private parties. We've even had people ask us, can you do interments, which take people out and spread ashes and kind of thing. We don't go in the ocean. That just makes people throw up. We don't do that.
Yeah. Especially when you're serving food, you want to keep it smooth.
If this were a fishing boat and it were set up that way, that would be great. But we have dining tables and foods and chairs and plates, and it does not appreciate the ocean.
No. Okay, so a typical dinner cruise or a brunch cruise is 2 hours, right? And you can add an hour if you want some entertainment, I presume.
You can. If you do a private event, you can do whatever time, date that you want to do, work with our event planner, Keisha, with Pebbles Catering, and then we'll set it up to be whatever you want for your custom stuff. But if you do us, like we had a boat, a group that just rented the whole boat. So they just bought every seat on the boat, and then they did their thing.
So can I just show up and buy a ticket and get on?
You can't, because we don't have a kitchen on this boat. So you've got to book ahead of time. We close it at 10 o'clock in the morning for that day's cruises. So we know what you want to eat, and it's waiting for you when you get on the boat.
Is there a minimum amount for booking?
There is. The price is for adults, is for a dinner cruise is going to be $70, and then for the brunch is $75, which is more of a get whatever you want. You don't have to pick your menu. And then we have the dinner dance, which is an extra hour, and that's $99.
There's a DJ?
There's going to be live music. There's going to be a DJ. We're going to do some dinner theater. We have other types of music too that we might play. And we can do different music on the dinner deck than what's on the dance floor.
And some games, I hear. Bingo, is that you?
We have to look at the legalities of it yet, but we're working on getting some nonprofits involved to do some bingo cruises.
Oh, that'd be a blast. What do you see out here on the water?
So here in Merritt Island, which is not an island, it's a peninsula, we have the Indian River here and the Banana River to the east side, which aren't rivers. So you're on an island that's not an island, surrounded by 2 rivers that aren't a river. We have the Indian River Lagoon. It's 154 miles of lagoon, starts in New Smyrna, goes down to Jupiter. The major large creatures you'll find here are going to be, of course, dolphin, which are river dolphin, different than the ones out in the ocean. And then we also have manatees often coming through here. Everything that we do on the water is based on a manatee plan.
What is the website for all the information?
BrightlineCruises.com.
Get on it right now. Captain Mike is waiting for your reservation. A lot more to show you, though, in the next hour, Amy and Danielle. I may never get off this, and I might just take over the helm myself. This is a great time.